Now we will see some IoT communication APIs. The first one is REST-based communication API, which is going to follow the request response communication model. It applies to various components, connectors, and data elements involved in IoT application. So the very first component or very first IoT communication model is REST-based communication API, which is basically which will follow request response communication model, and it will going to apply for various component, connector, and data elements. Second one is WebSocket based communication API, which is your bidirectional communication between client and server. The name itself suggests that bidirectional means what? Client will send something, server will receive, and server will going to send information to the client. So the communication will be bidirectional in nature, and that bidirectional communication will be in between client and server. This communication API will going to follow exclusive pair communication model of your various IoT communication models. So we will see the very first one is REST based communication API. This is the structure of REST base. Here there is one client, there will be server, there are some external resources available, and client will send some data to server. That data will be sent through various packets. So when there will be the connection between client and server, that connection will be HTTP connection. So this client will be your HTTP client, and this server will be HTTP server. This client will going to send some data to server. That particular data will be encapsulated in HTTP packet. This packet will have two different things. Number one, HTTP command, and second one is REST payload. So either there will be get command, put command, post, or delete. Any of the command can be used along with this packet. And second parameter will be different payload. That means it will be written in either JSON or it will be written in your XML. So these two components will going to form HTTP packet, and HTTP packet will have message generated by HTTP client. That particular message will be sent to the server. Server will going to check the authorization of this particular packet, whether it is received from authorized client or not, or whether it is the uh, we can say whether it is validated or not. It can be checked in this authorization part, and there will be some other web services that can be available on server side for doing some operation on this particular HTTP packet. So if required, this server may access some external resources, or it will going to process that particular packet on server itself without using some external resources. If required, external resources can be used. Otherwise, that particular packet will be processed with the help of available web services. So this is what REST based communication API that we discuss. It will be based on your client server, that is your request response model. So it will have client server, client will send some data to server that will be in packets format, and if server required, it will going to use some external resources. This is REST based communication API. Second one is WebSocket based communication API. As discussed, this particular WebSocket based communication API is based on exclusive pair model, and it is bidirectional in nature between client and server. So you can see the arrow will going to indicate that it is bidirectional, and this type of structure is your exclusive pair model. So what will happen? Client will going to send a request to set up the connection between server, that will be your WebSocket connection. Server will going to accept that request of establishing the connection. That is your again what WebSocket connection will be established between client and server with the help of these two steps. This is called as your initial handshake over HTTP. Then client will send some data. Again, server will going to send the response for that particular data. Again, client will send. So this process will continue unless and until the communication between client and server will not end. And at the end, what will happen? Client will send connection close request to the server. The server will going to close the connection between your what client. So the last two steps are your what closing the connection, and this is bi-directional communication. This is what bi-directional communication between client and server. That's why it is your what exclusive pair model having bi-directional communication in nature. So this is what second type of communication API, that is your web socket based communication API. Always remember these two communication APIs will going to work on your HTTP. That's why it is your client server architecture over the internet, which will going to use hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP protocol.